come to view the requests? What do you think? Here it is. This one, yes? It's in your hands now.
Is your stomach growling? Then give it what it wants.
Right.
Fresh sandwiches come with the soup and the side. Is your stomach growling?
We got
Give it
rare
what it wants.
spirits, and not the kind that want to haunt you.
Fresh sandwiches come with the soup and the side.
Right.
We've got lunch specials, good food, good prices. Is your stomach growling?
Everyone, to the fight!
You're bringing the whole circus, huh? Keep on your toes! Yeah!
Stay sharp!
Nicholas! Let's break you in! Looks like they're coming for us! You ready?
The tide rises!
Yeah! Turn them against each other! Break the
Good call!
Pass away! Uh-oh! This guy looks strong! You better watch out!
Ready to go!
Slimes! Better act quick before they run! Watch out! Here they come!
You don't scare us! Hide here, Needle!
Yeah.
it to me!
Turn them against each other. Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out.
Let's roll. And right here it goes down.
Let's do this!
I knew we could do it.
There's way more where that
Five.
came from.
Better act quick before they run.
Cross it through.
Uh-oh, go get him!
I can work with this.
Let's roll. Looking good so far. You've got this.
Don't get cute! Nice ball.
Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out.
Too late to run.
Okay. Two enemies left, but you can take them.
It was a pleasure.
Great. Say hey. Slimes. Better act quick before they run.
Out of practice.
It's go time. We're in the home stretch now. Keep it up.
Great job. Nice ball.
And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there.
We're the top dogs here. All right. Oh, please.
It's never too early to enjoy life.
Yeah?
All right.
Oh, please. All right. So then...
Got me.
Yes.
Round two.
Hey! Take this! Tidal wave! My turn again.
Push.
Special delivery!
Yes.
Whoa!
Still down.
Got me.
Yes.
Round two.
Hey!
Yes.
Take this! Tidal wave! My turn.
Push.
Right.
Special delivery!
Oh my.
Okay, so
Got me.
Yes.
Round two.
Hey!
Yes.
Take this! Tidal wave! My turn again.
Yes.
Push.
Right.
Special delivery!
okay, so
Got me. Round two.
Hey! Take this! Tidal wave! My turn again.
Push.
All right.
Special delivery!
Yes.
Whoa!
Still down.
Got me. Round two.
Yes.
Hey! Take this! Tidal wave! My turn again.
Push.
Yes.
Special
Right.
delivery!
Got me. Round two.
Yes.
Hey! Take this!
Yes.
Tidal wave!
need a pro, eh?
My turn again.
Push.
Yes.
Special delivery!
Right.
Whoa!
Got me.
Okay, so
Round two.
Yes.
Take this! Tidal wave! My turn again.
Push. Got me. Round 2.
Yes.
Take this.
Right.
Try to win.
Oh my.
My turn again.
Whoosh. Okay, so.
Special delivery.
Yes.
Yeah, got me. Round 2.
What a day.
Take this.
Right.
Try to win. My turn again.
Whoosh.
Wow. Special delivery.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
me. Round 2.
Oh my.
That's it.
Take this.
Right.
Try to win. My turn again.
Whoosh.
Special delivery.
Yes.
Got me.
Yes.
Round 2.
Oh my.
That's it.
Take this.
Yes.
Try to win. My turn again.
Whoosh.
Special delivery.
Got me.
Oh my.
Round 2.
Take this.
Yes.
Try to win. My turn again.
Yes.
Whoosh.
Special delivery.
Oh my. Yes. All right.
Got me.
Yes.
Round 2.
So then.
so.
Take this.
Yes.
Try to win. My turn again.
Yes.
Whoosh.
Special delivery.
Oh my. Yes. Right.
Got me.
Oh
Round 2.
my.
Take this. Try to win.
All right.
My turn again.
Whoosh.
Special delivery.
So then. Yes. Right.
Got me. Round 2.
Oh my.
Wow. Feast your eyes on my incredible work together. Of course.
Oh no. So done.
Got me.
Yes.
Round two. Hey!
All right.
One more.
Get that extended warranty for your airship. That's right.
Hey, little item.
Don't have what you want. Didn't even look.
Step right up, folks. Feast your eyes
You're
on
all
incredible
mine.
merchandise. Step right up, folks. Feast your eyes on my incredible merchandise. Hey there. Wow.
Get him. You can do it. One more.
Get that extended warranty for your airship. That's right.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire. who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by, we realized we needed to get off Sinkenstill. Fast. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was on the loose, and I figured that since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interest if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies, though doing it on the run, not what I had in mind. Oh, there was so much to think about, so much to decide. But all those plans could come after we had escaped Sinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well, I had another, more personal reason for wanting to leave. Before I knew it, our journey was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My daughter, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia. From the moment we left Sinkenstill, our adventures were hectic, to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel into the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helpsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution. It's all thanks to their support that I've made it this far. And what a wild ride it's been! I had never set foot off of Sinkenstill, but now I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone... Being Band of Heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyhoodle, we've just begun the next chapter of our adventure. We discovered another piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, 'cause here we come!
Skyfarers, we need your aid! Goblins! Goblins in Tempeal!
We were at the dock in Folca, taking care of landing procedures, when a panicked old merchant rushed toward us. In between his wheezing, he explained that a shipment of relief supplies headed for Tempeal had been intercepted by monsters. Tempeal reminded me of Id and how he had totally beat our butts. It was embarrassing, yeah. But what's worse, it reminded me of losing Lyria.
Tempeal, huh? Maybe this time around I can actually help out.
That wasn't Vern's usual peppy tone. He was probably reliving those bad memories, just like me. I guess after you've spent as much time together as we have, you pretty much share a brain. It wasn't going to be a fun journey to Tempeal for either of us, but we were Skyfarers, and desperate times called for brave faces. Anyways, goblins. Smart, fast. That meant we wouldn't have the luxury of time. We needed to throw together the minimum amount of supplies needed for the journey and head out. I turned to Vern so we could discuss game plans, but then I saw his ears were droopy.
If we're fighting goblins, then we should have them licked by lunch.
Something was wrong. But with the hasty flight preparations, I couldn't spare the few minutes to investigate. Pull through it, Vern, I thought. We need you. A little less than an hour later, it was time to depart. But Vern was nowhere to be found.
Hurry, Skyfarers! We can't waste another second!
The later we got there, the more supplies would be stolen or destroyed. This could add up to weeks or even months of delays in Tempeal's restoration. Vern, I hope you're okay, bud. I was worried out of my mind. But a captain's gotta do what a captain's gotta do. I left a message for Vern with the merchant, and we set out.
Goblins? I can't even fight stinking goblins! What good am I? Just a scaredy lizard who brings everybody down. Man. If only I was more like my pal, swinging swords and shooting spells. Then I'd finally be able to help out. Maybe I could have stopped Avia from taking Lyria. Maybe I could have done something. How do you live the skyfaring life without combat skills? Heck, I can't even blow sparks, much less fire. What kind of dragon can't breathe fire? Ha! I tell everybody I'm a cool dragon, but I'm just a faker.
You are unworthy.
You were right, Ed. I'm not worthy. Not worthy of being in the crew. Not worthy of being the captain's best bud.
Ah, finally, here you are! I was looking everywhere for you.
Uh-huh. What did this old dude want with me?
Your captain left you a message. The crew's gone on ahead, but as an indispensable member of the Grand Cipher, they want you with them as soon as possible. And that's an order.
Indispensable? That meant, like, VIP, right? Me? For a second there, I was about to blow it off. Like, yeah, right, my bud's just saying that. But then I remembered, this crew had always kept it real. No lies, no flattery. Yeah, we kicked butt because we believed in one another. These guys were my best friends. And maybe we weren't perfect. I mean, we lost to Id, but my bud put his captain boots on and got right back up and tried again. It was never about swords or magic. It was about always moving forward, never giving up. And more than anything, it was about being there for each other. What was I worrying about? Who cares if I couldn't fight? There are 1,000,002 ways to help on an adventure. I mean, you try questing without a cook or a healer.
Hello? Merchant of Vern, do you read me? If you're done daydreaming now, I've got a ship ready to go.
It was time to get a move on, or I wasn't worth my scales. Sorry, everybody. Pal Vern is on his way.
Yeah! Let's do it to it!
The supply should be this way.
Let's move.
Uh-oh, our potion stock's running low. We'll be okay against a few goblins, I think.
Hopefully. Just don't overdo it. Armor! I hope Vern's okay.
He was really down, wasn't he? Poor Vern.
Get out of our way! We're in a hurry here! Watch out! No way! Nice try!
Strike as light swift as flash. Certain as death as it moves.
Damn, back for more. Right when we were about to cross the finish line.
I see people! Over there, by the supplies! We have to go help them! I'm a sled!
The club.
Folks doing okay?
Skyfarers! We're doing better now. We need these supplies to repair Tempeel. Please, would you protect them?
We're on it. Take cover, okay?
I think that was the last of them.
Thank you. You've saved Tempeel's future.
Heads up, goblin reinforcements. Just don't quit.
Did you miss me? Took me forever to catch up.
Vern!
Vern, was that an explosive? When did you get bombs?
Here come more of those stinking gobbles. Can you take them?
Sure can.
Pass away. Let's quit these drugs How's that? Yikes! Wyverns are coming from above! Watch your nose!
If those goblins manage to steal any more of the supplies, then the relief effort's good as done. No kidding. They've already hauled half our grain to higher ground.
Higher ground? Sounds like a job for a cool dragon.
That's a great idea, Vern. Put your wings to use.
Are you sure you can manage? What if the goblins spot you?
Piece of cake! I'll be back in 30 seconds or your money back!
Swift as flash. Let's roll.
I found some of the stolen supplies! They're safe and sound! Locked on! Ah! Nice ball! Yes! Here's the second one! Here, you're so action! Everyone feeling better?
Thanks, Vern! You're a lifesaver.
Those goblins are getting nasty! Don't fall for their trick!
Pass away. Let it move.
Come on! Gotcha! Gotta keep them all down! Those stinking gobbos didn't get a single sack!
The enemy have started their retreat. I think the worst has passed.
Thanks to you Skyfarers, Tempeel's finally gonna be rebuilt. We owe you everything.
Vern was the real MVP.
Aw, shucks. I bet you say that to all your lifelong pals.
Good work! Now let's get back out there. After we'd secured the supplies, Vern talked about how he didn't think he was good enough for the crew. Obviously, he was the only one that felt that way. I'd always appreciated his support. During fights, he was a supply runner, lookout, and cheerleader. And both on and off the battlefield, he was my courage. But even the best people, and dragons, get discouraged sometimes. I really should have been more vocal about my appreciation. But he knows now. We won the day because he came flying to the rescue. Just like I knew he would.
I'll always be there for you, pal.
He was back to his old self, basking in the praise of the crew, which caused his ego to swell like a balloon, but hey, who doesn't need a little confidence boost after a dip? And Vern, let me just say it now. I value you and all the hard work you do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Yeah?
Right.
Hello there.
I was meditating in the forest one day when a group of travelers approached me. I didn't know them, but they were the captain and the crew of the Grand Cipher, and my future. Initially, I thought they were lost and had come to ask for directions. I was only half correct. They were seeking guidance, but not out of the woods. They wanted to learn martial arts from me. I shook my head. I was no master. Only a chrysalis, struggling to break free of my own shell. I believed the captain was mocking me. But that wasn't the case. I looked into the captain's eyes and found truth, alongside a burning desire for strength. It felt as if I was in his presence again. I found myself drawn to the captain. That's why I decided to join the crew of the Grand Cipher on their journey across the skies. I was convinced that this was the only path that could reunite me with Zomba. One day, I encountered an adorable Harvan girl at a local market. I'd already finished my shopping, so I decided to accompany her to a nearby cafe for tea and conversation. Upon parting, I asked for her name. She proudly introduced herself as Thief, one of the 10 Eternals. I had heard that Zomba once cared for a child of the same name. A jealousy brewed within me that I hadn't felt before. Zanba had taken notice of her, yet he never once acknowledged me during our time together. My inner peace had been shattered. I retreated to the mountains and started my training anew. But the more I tried to find direction, the more I realized how lost I truly was. It was Lyria and the captain who brought me back. They appreciated me for who I was. Nothing more, nothing less. Perhaps I too could learn to love the living, breathing me, and not a ghost of the future. That thought filled me with so much contentment. I was ready to give up on chasing Zomba. But the universe works in strange ways. As soon as I was about to let go, Fief helped bring me and Zomba together again. It was then I finally put into words how I felt. I spoke about how I wanted him to acknowledge me, to call my name. He listened quietly, and for what I felt was the first time, truly saw me. But I had yet to see and love myself. As part of my quest for self-discovery, I crossed blades with Zomba. No, Eata. We fought for days. He no longer believed I was a weakling. After our battle, we visited the tea shop, and it was there that he first addressed me by name. Never had tea and cake tasted so sweet to me. Now, with nothing holding me back, I am free to soar toward ever greater heights with my beloved companions on the Grand Cipher. I had failed that day at the Hailwind Altar. I had spent years training and sharpening my skills, devoted my entire life to the pursuit of strength. But in that moment, it all amounted to nothing. Our experiences in Zego Grande had planted a seed of doubt in my mind. Over time, it grew, dense and wild as a jungle, choking me with a sense of helplessness like I'd never felt before. I wasn't able to protect Lyria or the captain. I had found my identity as a big sister, as a guardian, but now that I'd failed, who was I? I thought about resuming my training, but I couldn't afford to isolate myself like that. What if something were to happen while I was away? Then, the solution came to me. Whenever the captain was about to take on a dangerous mission, I would complete it first. That way, I could train myself and protect the crew in one fell swoop. I was too blind to see that despair had clipped my wings and chained me once again to the past. Are there any particularly dangerous missions available? Sierra Carte, with her usual cheery disposition, set a list of options before me.
Sure are. We've got a few jobs here that only a crew of your caliber could handle. In fact...
She paused and looked at me with a quizzical expression.
You know, I can't even remember the last time I saw you here by your lonesome. Don't you usually do things as a crew?
I told her I intended to undertake these missions alone, as part of my training.
I gotcha. The grind never ends for you, huh? Just don't push yourself too hard, you hear?
I nodded, only half acknowledging Sierra's words. After deciding upon a venture, I chartered a small carrier vessel which would take me to a nearby island. As the ship was tossed about the turbulent winds, I closed my eyes and looked for peace within. This is for their sake, as well as mine. According to Sierra, The thread should be somewhere around here. I sense great evil. Just a little farther. Shall we test which is stronger? Your shield or my blade? Swift as thought. Once more, there is but come, my friend. Watch out for their next attack. Come what may. The final. Such malice. You cannot be allowed to live. Life is done while standing. Nightfall! I can't see how this battle will end. It ends with your death! Watch out for their next. You bring nothing to the skies but suffer. Your anger is no match for mine. Fight! Awaken! Once more. But it's not over yet. I will not rest while evil runs free. Do you not have anything more dangerous? I made quick work of the mission and returned at once to Sierra. She seemed taken aback when I demanded more work, but I was determined. If someone had to risk their life, better me than the captain. The crew didn't have to know. They would be kept free from worry and danger, while I grew stronger. I was so absorbed in my thoughts, I'd failed to notice how Sierra's eyes grew ever more clouded with worry.
Yes? All right. Yes, can I help you?
I continued to take one treacherous job after another. If you want someone safe, then keep them from entering the tiger's den. It's as simple as that.
Are you really sure you're up for another one, Nermaya?
Sierra worried for me, but there was no turning back now. My labor had bore fruit. The rest of the crew was beginning to look healthier, better rested. They returned earlier from missions, bearing fewer injuries. I appreciate the concern, Sierra, but the path to strength is long and narrow, and I must continue down this path, for all of their sakes. I was fixated on protecting my loved ones. They were all I could see. If they were safe, then nothing else mattered. That thought alone was enough to steel my resolution. On days without work, I would meditate on the deck of the Grand Cipher. One day, the voice of Vern broke through my meditations.
I don't know. She looks pretty wound up. Wouldn't she usually have dozed off by now? I'm telling ya, something's going on.
He was livelier than ever. Perfect.
You shouldn't push yourself too hard, Narmaya.
And sweet, tender Lyria. Yes, this was how things should be. I cracked open my eyes and stole a hopeful glance at the captain. But on that kind face, I could read only worry and distress. I wanted nothing more than to comfort my darling. No, I was acting for their sakes. They had already come so far. If I could just hold to my path a little longer, make the skies a little safer, then I could go back to being their big sister. I needed more strength. I needed to be worthy of this family. The crew of the Grand Cipher was powerful, but in the end, we were only small people in a vast sky, filled with endless dangers. If I didn't get stronger, one day that sky would engulf us. I had to protect them. I could protect them. All I was lacking was time. I couldn't believe it. I rushed back to Zero after every mission, but that day the captain had dropped by without my knowledge and taken up a request, a particularly treacherous one. It was careless to think that Zero would reserve every single dangerous job for me.
The Grand Cipher crew's more than capable of handling it.
Couldn't she see? The universe worked in dark and mysterious ways. Their lives were always in danger. If I allowed monsters to wander free through the skies, their rot would continue to seep until I, just one lonely figure, could no longer hold back the tide. I had to hunt them all down. There was not a moment to lose. I had to cut down the root of evil, so it could never spread again. I would not kill out of malice, nor did I seek meaningless violence. But when weighing the lives of my loved ones against the lives of these beasts, the answer was clear. As long as their threat persisted across the skies, the crew would never truly be safe. And so I would wield my blade to protect the crew and the helpless. For the captain, I would become the harbinger of death. Everything is for the captain. My captain. My dearest captain. I would kill, and kill, and kill, and kill. Every last threat. I found the largest known monster's den in this skydom, and began my hunt. Die, for the sake of the skies, and my captain. My blade cut through flesh and bone. Again, again, again and again. And soon, time lost all meaning. How long was I there? Perhaps 3, or even 4 days. My grip went numb, my vision blurred, my body grew heavy. But I couldn't stop. Not here. With these hands, I would deliver my loved ones. Even if it meant steeping them in blood. Next is 979. I must stay strong. For the captain. I must destroy every threat. They must all be eliminated. This is my destiny. Reflex, come with me. Once more. My hands have gone numb, but even in death, my sword and I are one. Out of my sight! Again! Dream! Strike as lightning! Fly! Night falls! 'To see me is to see death. Swift as thought, certain as death! No! Again. So blind. No one slows. Crescent moon! 999. There's more above me. I can feel it. Here. You have breathed your last. Storm. Pass away. Night falls. is but coming, friend. Again, the tide rises. Evanescence. My destiny. Let's fall. They've gone mad. Crescent moon. Dream. No one floats. Once more. The tide rises. Again. Crescent moon. Come what may. Again. Come, my friend. One stroke, 1,000 deaths. Butterfly effect. Moonrise! I will take your life, even if it costs me mine. Nightfall! Decay! I must protect the captain. Spread your float. Crescent moon! Storm! Awaken! Let's not do anything rash. You're finished. The tide rises. The final song. Fly! Once more. Finish them. Dream. Life is crescent moon. There is but time, my friend. Swift as thought. Certain as death! 1,000. I finally did it. Wait. There's more of them. Impossible. My body had reached its limit. I had managed to fend off countless hordes of monsters, but more kept creeping from the shadows. I summoned the last of my strength for one final swing. Then my sword clattered to the ground. Darkness. Monsters began to close in, claws drawn, ready to kill. I closed my eyes, waiting for it all to end. But before my mind could fade into darkness, I was roused by a brilliant flash. Narmaya! Captain?
Let's get you out of here! Quickly! You had us worried, you know?
Vern, Lyria too? The captain took my hand, but I couldn't leave yet. I had to finish the job.
Narmaya, I'm so sorry we didn't notice what you were going through sooner.
My heart plunged. I should have been the one apologizing. I was the one who failed. Gently, I tried to withdraw my fingers from the captain's.
We heard it all from Sierra. Can't believe she's been giving you all the hard jobs. You were doing it to protect us, right?
I parted my lips. They needed to understand that it wasn't Sierra's fault, that I brought this all on myself. But my arid throat could not push out a voice. After a moment of silence, the captain pressed down on my hand.
Narmaya, I want to protect those closest to me, same as you. So if something's on your mind, don't keep it to yourself. We're here for you.
And just like that, I was overcome with the emotions I had tried so hard to suppress. How could I have been so blind? Not a single one of us could protect the crew. But that's okay, because all of us could protect each other. The whole is greater than its parts. The captain's grip was firm and led me blinking into the sunlight. There, I saw worry etched into the faces of the crew. I realized that, by putting myself in harm's way, I hurt those who cared for me. Those who loved me, those I wanted to spend my days with, now and forever. But the course I had been following could only lead to isolation. The captain still hadn't let go of my hand, though the grip of those calloused fingers was firm. I felt a gentle kindness in their warmth.
Yes, can I help you?
Captain. Are you hungry? I'd be more than happy to feed you. Or maybe you'd like a nap. I always thought I had to be strong for my loved ones, never truly realizing they were my strength. We supported each other. We lessened the burden of sorrow and shared the light of joy. Lyria, you've got a bit of cream on your cheek. Here, let me wipe it off for you.
Oh, thank you, Narmaya. I'm glad Butterfly Girl's back to normal. But is it just me, or is she laying it on even thicker than usual?
Vern was adorable, trying to play the part of the tough dragon. However, as I took him into my arms, I thought, he shouldn't have to put on an act around me. After all, we're family, aren't we? On a bright, quiet day, I had a sparring match with the captain. I once locked myself away from the world in the pursuit of strength, training in solitude. But I've since found that I train best with those I love around me, to lend me a guiding hand or an encouraging voice. The captain held nothing back during our session. It seems I'm not the only one who has grown stronger. Our blades rang bright and clear, and the captain's smile is a clear reminder of how far I'd come. After training was over, we stood for a while longer on the deck of the Grand Cipher, feeling the breeze. Above us, the azure sky was spread as far as the eye could see, its splendor too much to take in all at once. I felt as if I would be consumed by the sky itself, and grasped the captain's hand. In that moment of peace, I swore that I would keep learning and growing. Not alone, but together with those I love.
We made another pit stop in Seed Hollow, which gave me the chance to check up on Malfira and her progress with the blanket. Lyria and Vern came with me, and their eyes lit up when they saw her intricate embroidery, just like mine did that first sunny day. Though I hadn't known Malfira for very long, I felt a kinship with her, and I liked to watch her determination evolve with each new stitch. But most of all, I liked that her kind smile, maternal and comforting, was always able to put me at ease. I'd never met anyone so genuine. In fact, nor had my pets.
Who's a spooky boy? Yes, you are.
Malfira playfully scratched behind Beppo's ears. The mood was light, so I decided to learn a little more about my friend. I noticed you're in the Central Plaza quite often.
More or less. I don't have much else to occupy my time. Not with that silly boy still playing in the sand.
Malfira's partner was a geologist on dispatch in Dolly, an extended dispatch, it seemed. Dolly was an island of deserts, with bitterly cold nights. To Malfira, a cozy blanket seemed the perfect way to combat the harsh environment.
Maybe it won't be necessary. He's coming back for a visit on the Airbus next month, and I'm about to burst with excitement.
Her joy should have been infectious. Try as I might to put on a brave face, my heart sank at her words. The Airbus from Dolly? Of course. During the next month's visit, Malfira looked more downtrodden than I had ever seen. Vern expressed his distress before I could vocalize my own.
Holy spools, lady! You look like you've been up all night. You feeling okay?
Malfira meekly raised her head, barely affording him a grin.
My love, he didn't come back to me.
It took me a moment to find a response. I'm sure... I bet he'll find a way to return next month. She had already been waiting an eternity for him. What comfort were my words? And yet, she still found the strength to smile.
I hope so. I'm so tired of moping around like this. It's getting harder to stay positive, but I'll find a way, for his sake. That man, you know, he's so absent-minded, he probably mixed up the date on his ticket.
Malfira unrolled the blanket across her lap, checking the backing of her stitching.
I've poured a lot of love into this design. I hope he likes it.
As she vacillated from melancholy to forced cheer, and back again, I had to bite my lip for fear my thoughts would spill out. One month passed, and still no word from Malfira's beloved.
I'm sure he has his reasons.
Lyria tried to comfort the young seamstress, but Malfira's smile was noticeably dimmer than before.
Yes, you're right. He's not one to take risks or push himself too far. There's nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Her words sounded strained, like she was trying to convince herself. I thought I knew what was happening, but I couldn't bring myself to acknowledge it. Not yet. We were all stuck in awkward silence, so I changed the subject.
How did you two meet?
It was in this very plaza. He was a bookworm, so he came here to do his reading. I was out catching some sun myself when he found the courage to sit next to me. I turned to greet him and he shoved a book on embroidery in my face. Not the greatest first impression, huh?
Energy returned to her movements. Color returned to her smile.
So what did you do?
You're going to laugh. I told him I already owned the book. His face turned pale as a ghost, but it was cute, seeing him all vulnerable. So I asked his name, and the rest is history.
She shut her eyes, savoring the nostalgia. Then she sighed.
Guess I'll have to go to Dolly and drag him home myself, won't I?
No, not that. I couldn't let her go to Dolly alone. After witnessing her optimism return, I couldn't let her learn the truth. No, you should stay here. We'll go for you. Dolly can be a dangerous place, and I'm sure your partner wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I hoped that logic would be enough.
Dolly? Dangerous? But so many people live there. But if a sky-faring crew is offering their services, who am I to deny professionals?
Vern scrunched his face in confusion.
Lots of people? What are you talking about? Dolly's basically a giant sand...
A quick nudge was enough to interrupt Vern. I hoped Malfira had missed the majority of his comment. You can trust us. We handle this kind of assignment all the time. We'll be back before you know it.
Okay, let's do it.
My air of confidence, false though it was, seemed to bring her welcome relief.
Could you take the blanket with you? I wanted to give it to him myself, but I know he's probably already spent weeks freezing at night, and it won't do me any good here.
She pushed a soft bundle into my hands. It was warm to the touch, thanks to the silk from Fondom, but it was also warm to the soul, thanks to the love and care that Malfira put into every stitch. Of course, it would be my pleasure. Everyone, to the fight! According to Malfira's map, the excavation was near the central ruins.
You sure you want to trust that dusty old thing?
Point taken. But we can at least get a sense for the lay of the land. Now let's go. This place is crawling with monsters. Stay on your toes, everyone. Let's go.
Rush off! No place to hide! I'm a slave!
Fight! Strike as lightning!
Lights out!
Nightfall!
Let's roll!
Got him!
Clean this place up so we can start our search! Infinite Wonder!
How's that? Too late to run. It doesn't look like anything's here. Maybe we'll find something back at the Western Council. Good luck.
Hey!
I'm starting to get restless. Come on, let's hurry.
Do these guys get paid to fight us or what? No place to hide!
Open that A thousand war! Nightfall!
Let's move!
This place feels right somehow.
I think I saw someone over there! Let's go! Where'd that dude from before go?
I think I know.
No, it can't be.
I'm afraid so. He's no longer with us, but we've at least found his resting place. That's some comfort. No, that's impossible.
We all stood before a grave, created 15 years ago in the wake of a terrible calamity. Carved on the back were the names of the deceased. And there, in the middle of them all, was the name of Malfira's beloved. I wrapped the blanket around the stone, tying it securely so the harsh desert environs wouldn't steal it, like it stole the lives of these scholars. Maybe it would at least keep their memory warm. Malfira put her heart and soul into this blanket. Take care of it, okay?
Yeah? Yes, can I help you?
When I returned to Seed Hollow, Malfira's voice was shaky.
Is he okay?
I couldn't face her as I struggled out a response. He's fine. He said the survey was taking longer than expected, that it's going to be a while before he can join you.
Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to fear the worst.
She was relieved. I was crushed. But how could I bring myself to tell her the truth? He said thanks for the blanket, that he'll never feel cold again.
Of course he won't. We made sure of that by retrieving the silk from Fondom.
Malfira's joy was contagious, but I still had to force myself to smile. I'm not sure if my act was convincing, but I knew, more than anything, that I didn't want to show her how sad I truly was. When her own grin softened, I knew my ruse had failed. If anything, my glaring lies had only cast a light on the truth she'd buried deep in her mind.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for delivering the blanket. I knew I couldn't rest until it was safely in his arms.
It clicked. Malfira knew what she was. She knew what I was. Hearing the sorrow evaporate entirely from her voice confirmed it. But now nothing bound her to the world, and she began to fade, like mist in the morning light. I watched, tears in my eyes, as the contours of her form blurred into abstraction.
Somewhere deep down, I knew I had died. It was the day he left for Dolly. I'm not sure what happened, but I just had to wait for him, hoping he would come sit next to me one more time. I've held on to that hope for what seems like an eternity.
Malfira, I'm sorry. I feel like I lied to you.
Oh, hush now. I bent the truth too, didn't I? I was glad for your company. Happy to have someone to chat with.
Malfira brought her hands to her chest and looked up to the infinite blue stretching above us.
Do you think he liked the blanket? Do you think he's warm now?
He was overjoyed. You found the best thread, stitched away in the sun, and poured your love into it. How could he not be? She smiled her last to me, more genuine and placid than ever before. Before we went to Dolly, I wanted to confirm my suspicions about Malfira. I checked with an airship engineer about airbuses to the desert.
Dolly? No line has been out that way for about 15 years now, on account of what happened and all.
He explained that the last ship to Dolly was filled with scholars and their families, leaving on a journey from which they'd never return. But 15 years. She'd been waiting 15 years to deliver her gift. I knew her isolation. I wouldn't let her wait any longer.
Before I was ready to part ways with Malfira for good, I decided I needed to build a new grave for her and her beloved in Dolly. I realized that she had been right. With both sand and chill nipping at your skin, the desert nights really were cold and unfriendly. Wrapping the blanket around the new gravestone, I looked up at the full moon and saw 2 shooting stars falling through the night sky like tears down a cheek. And I knew, despite the chill, this was the perfect resting place. I turned to my pets. It's okay now. They'll never be apart again.
All right, see you.
Let's talk. What kind of weapons you need? Want your weapons tempered? Always aim for the top. Well, look at that. I'll handle it. How about that? I'll unlock its hidden potential. All right, let's get to it. Come back sometime.
Come to view the requests? Come again.